before doing any task, we should clarify the purpose of the task so that we have our full heart into the particular task. This is applicable for anything that we do in our life, not just for fasting or prayer. For anything that we do in our life, before getting into a task, we should understand why are we doing the task so that we can get fully into it. Sometimes I get this dilemma, and maybe you too. When I go on a vacation, should I be checking my work email or should I not be checking my work email? I get this dilemma sometimes. So who can give the best answer? No one can unless they understand the purpose. So the best question, the best follow-up question to ask in this scenario is, what is the purpose of your vacation? What is the primary purpose of your vacation? If the purpose is to spend time with the family, then do you really want to check your email, right? Or if the purpose is to just to do a staycation, just go somewhere and just relax a little bit, then maybe we want to spend part of the time in checking emails, work emails as well. So it depends on what the purpose of that vacation in this example. Another example is sometimes some of my team members come to me and then they ask me, do I need to go to this particular meeting? Should I attend this particular meeting? And then again, without asking that very basic question of what is the purpose of that meeting, I won't be able to tell whether or not that individual should go to that meeting or should they skip that meeting. There is no way that I can tell without understanding the purpose of that meeting. And sometimes people do attend meetings without understanding the purpose or their involvement in the meeting, which is why you see people constantly on their phones or on their laptop not paying attention to the meeting. It's not beneficial for them, nor beneficial for the meeting organizer. Those are some of the examples that we encounter in our day-to-day life. Similarly, if you take fasting in the month of Ramadan, why fast? What is the purpose of fasting? This is an important question that we have to ask. It is not, the question here is not should I fast or should I not fast? That is not the question here, because inshallah we are all going to fast, that is no doubt. But the question now is, should I be doing something else besides fasting? Do I need to change any of my behavior while I'm fasting? And how much more Quran do I need to do? And why do I even fast? So understanding these things will help us. Understanding the purpose of the fasting will help us to answer these questions. Without understanding the purpose of fasting, we won't be able to put our full heart into it. So now, let's get into the purpose of fasting so we can get a better clarity around it. Some people might think that the purpose of fasting is to experience the hunger. Is to experience the hunger so we can feel how the poor people are feeling when they're hungry. But that is not right. Because if that is the case, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would exempted the poor people from fasting, because they're already experiencing the hunger, right? So why do they need to go through another round of experience for them to experience the hunger? Because that's not the case here. In fact, even the rich people do experience hunger. It's not like the rich people do not know what the hungry is all about. We all experience hunger at some point in our life, whether or not we are poor. So that is not the purpose of the fasting, experiencing the hunger. Some people might think that the purpose of the fasting is to get better in terms of the health. Is it really the purpose of the fasting? If that is the purpose of fasting, to get better in terms of our health, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would not have exempted the sick people from fasting, because the sick people are the ones who need the help at that moment, right? So they have to fast if the purpose is to get better in terms of the health. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is exempting the sick people from fasting. So that tells us clearly that is not the purpose of the fasting. Depending on the body condition, some people might experience a health improvement if we fast, and some might even experience a deterioration in the health depending on what type of body condition we have. If you have, for example, ulcer, and if you fast, your doctor would say it's not the best thing to fast because the ulcer might get worse. So we need to consult our doctor depending on what our body condition is. But for some people, the health, overall health will improve. Actually, that's the most experience most people will experience, is the improvement in health. But that is not the core of why we fast. That is a byproduct of us fasting. The improvement in the health is not the very purpose of us fasting. So then what is the real purpose of fasting then? The Surah Al-Baqarah, the verse 183 we just saw earlier, has the answer to it. لَأَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. So we can become God-fearing. So becoming God-fearing is the very essence of fasting. So increasing our taqwa, that is the very essence of fasting. Because we fast from dawn to the sunset by not eating or drinking anything. We are abstaining from the food and the drink that is halal to us, right? During this period of time. We are not even making an attempt to go to a secret place and consume some food or drink. We are just abstaining from it, although nobody is watching us, because we know that Allah is watching us. He is the one who watches us constantly. Developing our taqwa is the very purpose of fasting. Developing the taqwa should end right after the Ramadan ends. So that we develop the taqwa so that we can continue to work on it. So we should try to maintain it at a higher level so we can apply the increased taqwa throughout our life. So that is the purpose of fasting. It's like a boot camp. You get into it, you work on it, increase your taqwa, and then come out of it, and then you try to maintain that higher level of taqwa so that subconscious mind knows that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching me wherever I go, whatever I do, no matter who else is watching me. Allah is the one who is constantly watching me. So that information that we feed into our subconscious mind, and we have to stick to that information even after Ramadan.